Welcome back to the lab, trainers, to another PBA team building video. My name is Professor Sacrum, and this week, your Indianapolis Keldeos are going to be facing off against the Houston Gastros. Now, I did try and build a team like I had been normally, so something to take out each and every one of my opponent's Pokemon, no matter what. So, the Houston Gastros lineup is Shiny Clefable, Garchomp, Starmie, Hydreigon, Mienshao, Mega Absol, Excelgor, Shiny Exploud, Shiny Cinccino, Shiny Lantern, Kecleon, and Mawile. Now, the Pokemon I believe that he'll probably be bringing this time, because he actually did just trade for these, so I'm assuming that he might bring these to this match, are Shiny Clefable and Mega Absol. So, he might possibly be bringing these to the table with him for the match. So, I made sure I try to at least take care of them too, which was pretty easy considering the team I have. At least the Pokemon I have on my roster. I also assume that this Garchomp and Starmie are probably going to be showing their faces in here, and that Mienshao will probably, I believe like the 6 Pokemon are going to be like right here: Shiny Clefable, Garchomp, Starmie, Hydreigon, Mienshao, and Mega Absol. Those are the most likely possible like ones that could show up that I'm thinking will probably show up are Excelgor, Cinccino, and then Mawile. Those are the ones I'm probably worried about. I'm not really worried about Kecleon. He kind of doesn't do too much to me. Lantern, again, I can also do a lot to. I'm not super worried about. And Exploud, I'm not super worried about at all. So the team I have for you this week is actually PBA Round 3. And now let's go to a better look. I don't remember how I do this. How do I do this? Oh, I think I just click it. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so Weavile is the first Pokemon on our team for this week. So we have ourselves Weavile with a Life Orb with the ability Pressure, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Knockoff, and Pursuit. I wanted something fast, something to be able to take out the Garchomp and the Hydreigon, both respectively. Ice Shard is, I believe, almost a guarantee OHKO on Garchomp. At least not Bulky Chomp, but definitely like Scarf Chomp, something like that. Something that's super like frail for a Garchomp set. Bulky Chomp, I obviously can hit it with Icicle Crash and be done with it. Knockoff, I can hit Starmie with. Pursuit, I can hit Starmie with if it doesn't want to stay in. Let's see what else I got here. Hydreigon, I'm more worried about just because I don't probably have anything for it. I'm going to use Icicle Shard on it just because it's more than likely Choice Scarfed. And I probably don't outspeed it on a regular. So that'll probably be there. I'll have to look into that just a little bit more before my battle with the Houston Gastros. Icicle Shard takes care of Excelgor if I have to worry about it. Who else do I got here? Cinccino probably goes down to a really couple, like an Ice Shard possibly. It's not super. Weavile is probably the most versatile on this team, so I gotta be careful and make sure that I use him just right and when I need him to. The next Pokemon that we got up is our Keldeo, of course. This time I did decide to run Choice Scarf Keldeo because of one reason only, and that is the Cinccino. If Cinccino is in play and it is Choice Scarfed, it cannot OHKO me with Bullet Seed unless it crits me, but it will outspeed me. With a Choice Scarf, I'll be able to outspeed it if it's Choice Banded, and then be able to hit it, OHKO it with Secret Sword. So that's one of the reasons why I brought it as Choice Scarf over Choice Specs, which Specs would have been very nice, because that Hydreigon is there, which the Scarf could help me with Hydreigon. Let me just turn off said notifications real quick. Alright, now I'm back. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, Keldeo's Secret Sword can take out the Hydreigon, can take out, definitely Mega Absol. I'm not worried about that at all. Justified is an ability that will boost me up a little bit if I need to, which, on a stat that I don't use. Mawile can't really do too much, I don't believe, especially because Secret Sword will probably do a lot. I'm not 100% sure on that, but Cinccino was my biggest threat to Keldeo with that Bullet Seed in mind. But along with Clefable's also very scary because of Moonblast. So I don't plan on having Keldeo out with Clefable out in the field at all. Depending on how plays go, we'll see how that works. Yeah, Keldeo is pretty much set for like Hydreigon and for Cinccino. Exploud if it decides to show its face. Kecleon if it decides to show its face. I can basically like take out everything like that's dark type or normal type. So Mienshao, Mega Absol, Excelgor I possibly can too with Icy Wind, depending on the situation. But because I'm choice, I have to be careful with what I choose. The Garchomp I can take out with Icy Wind if I have to. Scald is also really good, or Hydro Pump if I hit. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that's basically it. If Lantern, I don't remember if Lantern has Water Absorb, but if it has Water Absorb, which I don't believe it does, then that could be an issue, but not really because of the rest of the team that we got up. Alright, so next up, we have Aromatisse with Leftovers, the ability Healer, Aromatherapy, Moonblast, Wish, Protect, something kind of Wally and stall, like just a little bit stally. I decided to throw Protect on there just for the fact that it'd make it easier to wish and heal up, and with Leftovers I'll just get more HP. The only thing that this set is kind of lacking is a 5th move slot, which I would throw Toxic on, but I'm not really too worried about Toxic, just in case if that Mega Absol is still around. So I don't want to have to any Toxic bouncing back at me. So there's that. I also wanted a defensive move with Moonblast in case I'm up against this Garchomp or this Hydreigon, especially if I'm up against this Hydreigon, because I'm specially defensive with my 252 special defense and then my 252 HP. 4 special attack is going to be just enough for me to, I believe, go match wits with this shiny Clefable. The only thing is that this Clefable can potentially Toxic me, but if I have Aromatherapy and then I Wish Protect, I'm not too worried about it at all. Moonblast does do more damage with this set than this Clefable can to me with Moonblast, so there's a plus right there. And Moonblast only has 24 power points max, so there's always that too. I can deal decent damage to the Mienshao, but I wouldn't really use Mienshao, go up against Mienshao, just because I'm not physically defensive. I don't believe it'll probably be my best favor at all. And then I got Lantern covered with that, Exploud covered with that, Excelgor's covered because of Bug Buzz. Really, it's just to kind of make sure I cover myself, special defense wise, and that's really it, and kind of just hold off any support if I get like Toxic or if I get burned, and for like Wish passing and stuff, or Stealth Rocks that are probably going to be set up with this, or Spikes with the Excelgor or Garchomp. So there's always that. And then next up we got Reuniclus. I did decide to go with Regenerator over Magic Coat. Right, Magic Coat is the other ability? Yeah, Magic Guard. Sorry, Magic Guard. Just because Regenerator would give me more health, I did decide to bring Rocky Helmet for the Cinccino, because if it does hit me with Tail Slap, it'll be doing more damage to itself. Any physical contacting move, it'll do more damage to itself than it will be doing to me. I don't believe the only bug type move I think Cinccino can actually get is U-turn, but I don't think he'll probably end up doing that, especially if he's banded or scarfed and he's been out on another Pokemon. So that's kind of good for me to have Rocky Helmet. And Regenerator will allow me to get my HP back upon switch-ins. I have Recover, Focus Blast, Psyshock, and Calm Mind. Calm Mind to calm mind up on anything, really. The Pokemon I think are probably easiest to calm mind up against are definitely the Clefable, definitely the Starmie, potentially Garchomp, but I don't want to risk it, so probably no. Hydreigon I can't, not at all. Mienshao, no. Absol, no. Excelgor, no. Exploud, possibly, if it shows up. Cinccino, I can't. I mean, I probably could, but it'd probably be just better to recover. Lantern, I possibly can. I'm not sure how much damage it would be doing, especially if it's choice specs at any point. Kecleon, possibly, because I believe the only dark type move it gets is Sucker Punch, but then it gets Shadow Claw, but I'm defensive, so that's not too bad. And maybe Mawile. Maybe, because it only gets Sucker Punch, so that might be able to work. But I also have Recovers and Calm Mind, so that's pretty nice there to have. Focus Blast is really to do damage against the Hydreigon if I possibly can. Like if I catch it on a switch, Absol if I catch it on a switch, Exploud, Cinccino if I just happen to catch it, Psyshock, will basically be my main stab move for Clefable, for Garchomp, for Mienshao, definitely. If I catch Mienshao with Psyshock, that'll be great. And basically like everything else for that. So I got my Reuniclus here. What's my stats? I got 248 HP, 252 defense, bold nature with 8 special attack. So there's that. And then for the final member of our team, we do have, let me just check, sorry. For our final member of the team, we do have Rotom, which has been a favorite of mine just because I've been enjoying using him. And I got a different, I believe this is the same set I use. No, this is actually a different set. This is a less defensive set. But it is a bit faster. So this is Leftovers, Levitate, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Volt Switch, Leaf Storm. So it basically runs like a Rotom Wash, or Rotom Heat, just with Leaf Storm instead. 64 HP, 252 special attack, and 192 speed. Modest nature. This is really for this Starmie, so I have a really hard hit to Starmie, and even Garchomp. Like Garchomp is another one because I can hit it with a burn. I can hit Garchomp, Mienshao, Absol. Garchomp, Mienshao, Excelgor, possibly, Cinccino, Kecleon, and Mawile with a burn, and I'd be pretty much set. Especially if I get this Garchomp burn. If I get the Garchomp burn, that's great because then Doublade will be taking a little bit less damage from Earthquake. But luckily I have Levitate, so it's not super worrisome. So my switch in will probably be from Doublade with Garchomp out in the field into Rotom. But we'll see what happens in the matches. It's probably my safest play to say the least. We'll end up seeing what happens, but getting a burn and Pain Splitting like any of these will be great, especially if I get a burn on this Clefable, and I can get Pain Split off. I'll basically be able to do what I was able to do with Blissey in the match prior to, in the first match, I believe, which was like an hour long. So there's that. Volt Switch basically helped me get out of any situation except for the Garchomp. Leaf Storm, my most powerful attack, which isn't super, like, Rotom I picked just because I wanted to get rid of the Starmie. I would have gone with Diggersby, but I needed a ground immune for a Garchomp, and I didn't want to bring in Gligar, just because if I did bring in Gligar, which would have been great to get rid of Hazard support, I wouldn't have had much offensive power, and I would have been weak to Ice there, and I didn't want to be weak to Ice, even though he has nothing to hit me with Ice. I don't know why I'm afraid of Ice. Is Gligar the better choice? No, Gligar is not the better choice because Starmie can hit me with super effective damage with a Hydro Pump or Scald. So there's that. And plus, I don't want to have 2 Eviolite users on the same team right now. This is not that. I don't think that's okay. So basically, that's it here. We have Weavile, Keldeo, Resolute, Aromatisse, Reuniclus, Doublade, and Rotom. This is the team I've got right now. We'll see how well it does. Unfortunately for you guys, the battle this week will not be on Wi-Fi. It will be a Pokemon Showdown match just because my opponent is not able to get his team together onto his game in time. So instead we're going to be battling on Pokemon Showdown. So everything here will be here, except everything will probably be at level 50. I'm going to have a chat with him beforehand to make sure that everybody's set at level 50, so it's the same as Wi-Fi battle rules, and the calculations run the same because damage is done more at level 50. Attacks do more damage at level 50 than they do at level 100. So there's that. It'll just make everything a little bit easier, I believe. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button down below and leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I will see you guys next time when you visit the lab. Bye!